You are listening to socialtv.co.za with myself, Nokuthula Khwela. In our top stories, multilingual and multicultural folktale collection encourages diversity, inclusion and literacy in South African children. And Woolies suppliers commit to halving food lost and waste by 2030. Starting with our top story, Ethnic Kids, an online children's bookstore, have partnered with Wimpy to give children access to an African folktale collection of books in their home language. This initiative shines a spotlight on South Africa's literacy crisis, Mzansi's rich cultural heritage, and the importance of children reading diverse material that they can relate to and identify with. In a country with 11 official languages, mother tongue language books are not part of the mainstream, nor are they readily available. With a wider selection of inclusive children's books in South Africa, Ethnic Kids, founded by 5 moms, specializes in providing children with diverse, multicultural, multilingual content and tales that represent the Rainbow Nation's melting pot. While English language books featuring Eurocentric narratives are readily available, they lack cultural context, enable children of various backgrounds to identify with the stories they are told. According to the South African Constitution, everyone has the right to use the language and to participate in the cultural life of their choice. Studies also support that language diversity in literature creates smarter, happier children who are more likely to succeed later in life. Moving on to our next story. In the storeroom of a school in Soweto, draped in cloth to protect it over the years from the dust, is a fax machine. Many may not know what a fax machine is. At its height in the 1980s through the early 1990s, it was a technological marvel for the instantaneous transmission of documents over distance. A story of Ahmed Katrada at the time of his release from prison after 25 years is recalled. It is told that he was called into the office of the head of the prison, who informed him that he had received a fax from Pretoria. Instructing his release, "What's a fact?" Katrada asked. He could not fathom how a piece of paper inserted into a machine could come out over 1,000 kilometers away. Following the establishment of Adopt a School Foundation in 2002, 8 schools were adopted for support by 2004. Initially, the support focused on infrastructure needs. However, it was soon recognized that for quality education to be achieved, more than infrastructure was required. Schools also needed the development of effective leadership and management systems, educator skills, curriculum structures, and improved learner well-being and safety. Thus, the more holistic whole school development model was developed. Today, in its 20th anniversary year, Adopt a School counts 243 schools that it has adopted since its inception, improving the governance, academic, infrastructural, and social and security environments in schools. Scores of new classrooms, science and computer labs, libraries and administration and ablution facilities have been built. Over 6,000 educators developed in curriculum, leadership and management, and more than 700,000 learners benefited. A host of Woolworths suppliers have joined the retailer in committing to driving down food waste ahead of International Day of Awareness of Food Loss and Waste. In 2020, Woolworths was a founding signatory of the Consumer Goods Council of South Africa's Food Loss and Waste Voluntary Agreement, which commits members to halve their food lost and waste by 2030. The retailer confirmed this week that 48 of its food suppliers have also become signatories. Notably, 26 of these 48 are the retailer's biggest suppliers, which equates to nearly 60% of Woolworths Foods' production. In our final story, the opportunity to win a fully paid scholarship valued at $350,000 to study at a South African arts institution of choice is drawing closer. Since early July 2022, 54 qualifying participants selected for the Arts and Culture Trust Nyoloha Scholarship Program, a partnership between ACT, Nedbank Arts Affinity and sponsors Sun International and Business Arts South Africa, have been attending fortnightly virtual training sessions under the mentorship of award-winning musical theatre and stage performer Samantha Pure, performing arts, and renowned fine artist and Sasol News Signatures Fine Arts Competition finalist Estelle Dreyer-Muller, visual arts. During the first month of the workshop training in July, both Samantha Pure and Estelle Dreyer-Muller focused extensively on self-identity, techniques as a mode for storytelling through one's art. Students were given the tools and methods to transfer their experiences and perception of the world into original stories, expressed through their respective art forms. Some of the training techniques included self-awareness and self-confidence, building exercising, which bolstered confidence in the students as artists, the art they make, and as young individuals striving to build sustainable careers within a contemporary and perhaps precarious arts industry. To recap our top stories, Woolies suppliers commit to halving food lost and waste by 2030. For more CSI news, you can visit our website at www.socialtv.co.za.